Welcome to RadioTennis.com, the podcast. Today, Ken talks with the head coach of the University of Notre Dame men's tennis team and their number one player. Please subscribe to the channel and give Ken a like if you enjoy the podcast. Now here is Ken Thomas.
To RadioTennis.com from the one and only University of Notre Dame. And we're very lucky to have Coach Ryan. Thank you so much for having us back.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I love having you.
You know, I love the culture here. That's what it is. The way you guys think. I mean, you're all in, aren't you?
Well, I don't know how much thinking is going on, but but hopefully we compete and do it right and have fun.
No, even same with the women's team too. You guys are just there's like a sense of family almost when you watch your teams play. You know.
That's a compliment. It's a part of Notre Dame for sure, and this is a family place, and we talk about the Notre Dame family all the time, and certainly we want our program to be a microcosm of that. So,
you looking forward to next Saturday?
Yeah, of course, of course. The Buckeyes won again today, so they're in the semis of national indoors. And
Did they?
You know, they're number one in the country, and
yeah.
You know, I don't know if they'll win the tournament there, but they have a good chance to win the tournament there, and again, they're a great program, great team. I mean, we're gonna have to play our best and compete our best to give ourselves a chance to win that. But again, things like that have been done here before, and we're looking forward to the opportunity.
It's going to be an amazing Saturday. It's
going
to be amazing, man.
Absolutely.
You know, and everyone is so close. Come on, you know, everyone is so close that
we tell our guys all the time. Margins are thin. Margins are super thin. You know, it's new balls. Every set, there's no warm-up with your opponent. One set, no add doubles, you know, no add scoring in singles. And, I mean, it really is a point here, a point there, and team matches can flip.
Yeah.
And so it's, you know, it's about competing hard, responding when things don't go your way, trying to build momentum when they are going your way, but there's not much that separates about 70 teams in the country.
Incredible.
So
it's incredible, man. Listen, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about your number one player. What's going on there, man? Tell what's going on there. What is going on there?
He's a humble, hardworking superstar.
Cool.
Great kid, great student athlete. Works hard in school, tries hard, great teammate, wants to be just one of the guys. And that's a pretty rare, unique thing to have his level of not only talent, but his level of performance and results. And, you know, you see him right now, he's throwing football around the guys. And he likes that.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, we try to do things to make sure his individual development continues to progress at a good rate. And you know, Notre Dame has been great about allowing him to miss probably a little bit more extra school than the most kids do. But again, he does 100% of the right things. Yeah. And like he's just a great kid, a great person, a great teammate, and he never says no. He's never thinking individually. We have to think that way for him, to be quite honest. But he's got a lot of potential and a lot of talent, as you saw. And I mean, he really is. You know, I say this all the time. Like he's got a chance to be top 100 in the world.
Yeah.
And you know what Cam Norrie's doing, and Ben Shelton, and you know some of the other college players, Marcus Garone. I'm missing a million of them, but that are, you know, top 100. He's got a chance to be that next guy.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
You know the Davis Cup story, right? 2 weeks ago, he beat the guy 47 in the world.
Tell our listeners about that.
Yeah. So you know
he goes off to China.
Yeah. You talk about a schedule too. So we played as a team down in Kentucky for the ITA kickoff weekend last weekend in January. We play on a Saturday afternoon, get back Saturday around 8, 9 o'clock at night. He takes a car service from Notre Dame's campus to O'Hare, literally like at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Catches a flight from Chicago, LA, Hong Kong to Guangzhou, China. You know, takes him probably a little over 18, 19 hours to get there. No idea when I think it was some stage on Monday afternoon he arrived. I'm sure had a day or two to kind of, you know, orient himself to time zone and all that kind of stuff, and practiced. And, you know, they went out, and the way Davis Cup works now, it's just a 2-day event. So it's Friday and Saturday wherever you are. First day is singles, and then second day is doubles, followed by the reverse singles. And he was playing number 1 for his country, Slovenia, and he played the number 2 guy from China on the first day. Didn't play his best match, played fine, must have played fine. The guy's a good player. Sebi lost like 4 in the third. Disappointed, comes back the next day, and the number 1 player from China, who he was going to play in singles, also played doubles, and that guy is ranked 47 in the world, ATP singles, and on top of that from singles, made the semis of the Australian Open in doubles. And Sebi beat him in both doubles and singles that day. Same scoreline, 6-3, 6-4, straight sets. And, I mean, it's obviously
it's an amazing story.
It's an amazing story. Then gets back on a plane, the next morning. So Sunday morning in China is Saturday evening, our time. Flies back and is in class at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. Gets back at like 9 p.m. on Sunday and is in class on Monday morning. And again, like, he wanted to come to practice. I was like, no, take a couple of days, man. Get yourself back oriented. And he did. He had about a week or so. It took him to kind of get like over the jet lag and just fatigue and obviously a mental, emotional, physical from that whole experience. But credit to appreciation to Notre Dame for allowing him to miss that extra class. His professors to work with him, and he's a finance major in the Mendoza College of Business, and which is one of the higher ranked business programs in the whole country. And so, I mean, again, he's doing it legit.
Wow.
On both ends of the experience as a student athlete. And the cool thing is he continues to improve. That's the best thing, right? It's not about just, rolling him out at number 1 singles, number 1 doubles and letting him do his thing. But, we're trying to help him every week get a little bit better. And to see that level of result, I think, is a really good learning opportunity for him, just to see I am getting better, I'm improving. And guys that are on the tour, you're playing every day, you're playing, you're traveling, you're playing every week, you're dedicating your life to tennis. When you come to college, it's there's a little bit of sacrifice in that, right? You're not able to play quite as much as you want to because you're going to class, you're studying, whatever. And for him to see that, yes, I'm still making huge progress. I'm right where I want to be. And he knows his best tennis is going to be played when he's 27, 28 years old. And so he's growing, he's developing, he's having a great time. He's having fun with his teammates. And, he's a great kid.
How did that come across? How did he even get on your radar? How did he get to Notre Dame?
He played the ITF circuit as a kid. He was like, 50, 60 in the world. He was a darn good player. I mean, everybody recruited him. But he certainly his junior pedigree would not indicate the stuff that he's doing at our level, and then obviously what he did Davis Cup wise.
Interesting.
And so it was fortuitous. He and his family were kind of looking for the combination of both high-end tennis, high-end academics that Notre Dame is about, and it was a great fit. And we're fortunate to have him.
Do you guys, is it all about the NCAAs for him? I mean, how do you view the NCAA singles championship for him? Is it he just does his stuff and it comes his way? Is it in the back of his head? Is it a goal? I mean, how are you guys viewing that?
I think of course it's a goal, but at the same time, I think anytime you put for any player at any level, you start to put like one tournament as your focal point. That's a lot of pressure on that one tournament.
Yeah.
I'm a believer, Ken, that you want to value what you do on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday in practice the same that you value trying to serve out the biggest match of your life, right?
Yeah.
Every day is important. Every day matters. It's about the process of improving, the process of getting better.
That's what I love about this place.
And I think I think that gives you the best chance to be successful when you want it the most, right? Is to not elevate that to such a degree, and I'm opening up my own personal demons here a little bit from my own career. I was a player. I was top 5 college player. I was ranked as high as number 2 in the country, and it was my goal and my dream and my vision. I wanted to win the NCAA singles tournament. And my junior and senior year, I was a top 5 seed both years, and I lost first round both years. Yeah. And I put way too much emphasis and stress and pressure on myself for that one result. And I'm hopefully helping some of these guys that I coach, like, You can't do that. You cannot do that because you can't ultimately control how your opponent plays. You can't ultimately control sometimes how you play on a given day.
Yeah.
And if that's the end all be all, you're not going to put yourself in the best possible position to succeed. So it's about trying to be the best you can be every day.
Yeah.
You know, practice, match, whatever. And that's how you're going to continue to stay in the moment, to grow, to develop. And that gives you the best chance then to ultimately be successful when you want it the most.
Very cool. It's great that he can bounce. You know, you can relate to him and do all that. Is there a new kind of buzz in the South Bend community about men's tennis since he's here? Is there
For sure?
Yeah. Talk about that a little.
Yeah, not only community, but I think the Notre Dame community at large too. Not just in South Bend, but I think more globally. Let's say the Notre Dame family. He come in as a freshman, and nobody really knows quite what's going on. And then, he puts the year he had last year together, and finishes 15 in the country, the second highest ranked freshman behind Ethan Quinn, who won the NCAAs and has since turned pro. And so that puts him on the radar of a lot of people. And then he's come in this year, and he's just built on what he started last year. In the fall. He made the semis of a singles of a pro event. He won the doubles in a pro event. Obviously, he just has this Davis Cup experience. And then, you saw from his performance in the college dual matches too. He's not letting up. Yeah. He's only building and growing. And he's getting more and more. I don't want to say famous, but he's getting more recognizable across not only the local community, but like I said, the Notre Dame community at large too. There's been some articles written about him that have gotten some traction, and it's cool. It's cool. And the best part about it, man, he's a good kid.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
He comes up to my family, comes up to people that come to our matches all the time, and says hi and is friendly, and so people want to root for him, and he makes it easy.
Very cool, man. Listen, I'll let you go, Coach. Thanks again. I mean, from the heart. Thanks for having this 2 years in a row. Thank you so much.
Well,
I really
let's make
appreciate
it a third next year, man.
You got it, man. I love your program. I love the way you coach. I love your assistant coaches.
Yeah.
Tell our listeners who your assistant coaches are.
Yeah, so Ross Wilson played at Ohio State, was a doubles legend there. I think he won 3, not NCAA, but 3 national championships. I think 1 national indoors and 2 All-American championships. Yeah. Played on great teams at Ohio State. And then he went on and was ultimately an assistant coach at some places, and was ultimately the head coach at the University of Iowa.
He was doing a great job.
A great job, and then their program unfortunately was a COVID casualty within their athletic department, and so it coincided where. And I've known Ross forever, both from Ohio originally, and coincided where we were looking for an assistant coach. He just lost his job at Iowa, and it worked out, and so he adds for sure an element that's really important to our program. He does a great job, and then Sam Kercheval is our second assistant coach, and Sam was also a former Division I head coach at Eastern Illinois before coming here. He's in his 5th year here, and he does an outstanding job as well. So I think, and I don't want people to quote me on this, but I think we're the only coaching staff in the country where all 3 coaches have been head coaches, D1 head coaches previously. So it's a lot of experience, and we have a lot of fun.
There you go. Coach Ryan, the skipper here at Notre Dame. Thanks, man. I'll take those off you.
All right. Thanks, Ken.
And I really do appreciate it, man. Send Superman here. All right. We're going to get Superman. There you go. Let me get you. Can you hear me, buddy?
I can.
SEBASTIan DOMINKO. Do I got it right?
Yeah, you did.
Man, well, it's good to see you again, first of all.
Good to see you, too.
It's been a year. What a year it's been, huh?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. What did you do last summer after your season here? What did you do during the summer?
So I went back home. I got because of the good college year, I got wild cards to the Challenger qualifying. So that was kind of like a priority for me in the summer, like trying to play as much as possible, like tournament. And yeah, I mean, I cannot really say it was a successful one.
Well, challenges are tough, man.
They are, like, I mean, it's good to like just to see the level of it, like, and like to know like what to expect for like the upcoming summer, for the years like after college, like wherever, whenever I'm gonna like come back to there. But yeah, it's been probably not a successful one, but definitely like from experience-wise, successful.
Where were you playing? What were those tournaments? Let me get this for you here. 1 second. There we go. Go ahead.
So I was playing like 75,000 challengers all over Europe. They were on clay, which is not my favorite surface, but.
What were you raised on in Slovenia? What did you?
Yeah, I mean, back home in Europe, like the clay is like the main surface. Like here in the U.S., like there's almost nothing other than hardcore. So it was for sure like tough to go back to playing clay, which is like slower. Like movement is different. Like just balls bounce. Like it's completely different. Like tennis in general is like different than what I've been playing for the whole year.
Yeah.
For the last semester.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, like it was good to see like the level of like players. Like also managed to get like one of the best wins like so far against like Italian guy. But yeah, I've been mostly playing tournaments like in Italy, back home in Slovenia, and also like I think the farthest I went was like Romania or like Czech Republic.
Wow, man.
So like once you're in Europe, it's easy to go all around.
So then you come back here, September? You come back to South Bend in September?
Yeah, I mean we did a team trip to London and Dublin. Yeah, kind of as here like sports team in Notre Dame like have like one international trip every like 4 or 5 years, and we were lucky to do that like this like first week of school. Because Notre Dame had a football game like in Dublin, so they were like promoting it, and like we got a chance to go. So it was like a great start of the semester, kind of like to get the team together. I flew straight from back home there, so I met the team there, and I feel like it was like really beneficial for our team.
Gotcha.
To kind of like see ourselves like outside of the tennis court and like to know each other better.
Yeah.
So yeah, but. When I got back, like I kind of like start like getting back in like a hardcore like college tennis, and in general like I went to the first tournament, I think it was like All-American, which I did decent. Like I mean I won 2 good matches. I mean everybody at All-Americans is good.
Yeah.
I had a high ranking from last year, so like expectations were high. But like it wasn't like we didn't put that much pressure on it. Like we know like the real matches. Like we knew that I'm not gonna play a lot of college events, so even if I would do like better or worse, like it wouldn't really matter at the end of the day. But then I had like 2 more ITF tournaments on which I did pretty good. Like got some good wins. Also first doubles title. Like I mean first pro title in general.
Jeez.
So I
Where'd you pick that up at?
Sorry.
Where?
In Arkansas. And I actually played doubles. My partner was Axel Neff, pretty like the former Fighting Irish. So, we got together pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So then, when did you get the call from the Slovenian Tennis Federation? When did that come in?
So I've been part of like Slovenian Davis Cup team for the last 2 years. The first time I was like the year before I got to college. And I mean
So how old were you your first Davis Cup match?
I think I just turned 18. So I just turned 18. Like they called me. It was a new Davis Cup's coach, the head coach. He used to be like top 50 in the world too. So he wanted like to make like a younger team, because like the top players like all retire like kind of like in a span of like a year.
Yeah.
So he wanted us like youngsters to like kind of like step up. And I didn't really get like a lot of chances from the beginning. Also like what I got like wasn't really successful, but we knew that like the head coach said that like he's counting for me like this year too. So Coach Sachire made the schedule the way he did it is like for me to have that week off here, so I didn't miss any matches and being able to travel to wherever. The draw will take us, and it took us all the way to China.
Have you played a Davis Cup match in Slovenia?
We did, we did. We played, I think, 2 Davis Cup matches so far in Slovenia.
What was that like?
It's like always nice, like playing in front of like home fans, like playing in a home country, like for your like country in general. And there's no place like home at the end of the day. It's always nice to go back. So
Because you've played a lot of Davis Cup matches. What have you played? Like 11 Davis Cup matches?
something like that.
Yeah.
Not all like some. I think like 3 of them were like not a live match, where the result was already done. But yeah, I mean.
And now you're playing Zone 2 stuff. That's pretty heavy duty.
That was the World Cup. The World Group 2. And I mean, unfortunately, the draw gave us China because of the COVID. Like, they didn't play at all, so like they fell all the way down, and now they're trying to come back. Like, I mean, their team has like their number 1 guy is 50, their other guys like 100, and like then 2 more guys are like top 150.
Yeah.
Then on the other side, there's Slovenia, where our top guy is like 300 in a row, but he's injured. Then the second guy, who's 500 in a row, didn't get his visa for China like quick enough, so it's left me and the guy who's like 2 years younger than me, and we were like, I mean, we don't know what to expect. Like, that's just
way to go, man. Way to
I
go.
mean, we knew it's gonna be a tough match, but like coming there with like team like that, like head coach needed to sign him like as a player so we could like actually compete. It was kind of funny, like. But yeah, I mean, we made it work somehow.
Yeah. Was it outdoors?
It was outdoors.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the weather in China in February, but I was surprised to see that it was outside.
It was outside. It was like south of China, and it was not actually like that hot, like temperature-wise, but it was just 90% humid. It was like
really.
It was a battle. Like first couple of days. First couple of days it was actually cold. Like it was like probably like. I mean, it was like 70 in the morning.
Yeah.
And like no sun.
Yeah.
So it was like manageable. But like on the first day of matches, like the sun just came out from nowhere. Like we haven't seen sun in like a week. Like up to like 80s, like 85s, like 90% humid. Like it was tough for us to like be out there and compete.
Wow, man, that is just a lifetime, huh? A match of a lifetime.
I mean, playing, and like there were like kind of like 2,000 people watching. Like the stadium was like WTA tournament is played there, so the stadium was like pretty big.
Yeah, and you got to figure it's broadcast throughout China.
Yeah, it is.
Small little. Was it broadcast back in Slovenia?
It was not. Like my teammate who's China, like he found like a live stream here.
Yeah.
But it was like not accessible for any other than like Chinese people or like somebody who was like already in China.
Right.
So yeah, not many people managed to watch it.
Amazing. Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
They're turning the lights off on us here, so I'm going to let you go. But man, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm
wishing you all the best, and it's a pleasure watching you play. And the first serve is just nasty. Your first serve is nasty, my friend.
Being 6'8", like
are you 6'8"?
It would be pretty embarrassing for me to not have a first serve, or like in serve in general. Like I'm not gonna be out there just running after the ball if I can just count on my height. Like. I mean, I got it, so, like, why not use it?
Damn, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
It's really a pleasure talking to you all the time. Sebastian Dominko, everybody, from Notre Dame. Thanks, man.
Thank you for listening to Radio Tennis, the podcast. Please thumbs up and subscribe. Also, check out the streaming broadcast site at radiotennis.com for great live tennis presented by Ken. All the streaming broadcasts are free, no sign-up required. New sessions are being added all the time, and there is a full archive for listening to great tennis events from the past on demand. Radio Tennis is the best free streaming service for tennis, hands down. From everyone at Radio Tennis, have a great day, and we will see you at our next podcast or live stream.